Greetings. Peace be with you. So let's talk about how we can deal with the urges that are inevitable as part of the NoFap and semen retention experience, right? Because I made a lot of videos on why it is essential for us as men that are waking up to our potential power to engage in this practice, right? I made so many videos on this, but how can we actually deal with the inevitable urges that come up, these temptations that come up, right? When we're sitting there and we feel alone and we feel tired, we might feel a bit uncomfortable, we might feel this urge that makes us go down a path that does not serve us. And this is so intriguing to me, right? Because intellectually we already know, right? Intellectually you already know how to be successful, how to be healthy, how to cultivate great relationships, how to be the best version of yourself, right? You know what you should be doing for the most part. Like 80 to 90% of what you know you need to do to be successful is already within your head. But why is it that so many of us still struggle to create consistent progress in my life, right? In our lives, right? So what I want to share with you is a story of the choice that Hercules had, right? So this is a story of the Greek and Roman mythical hero Hercules. You probably heard of him. And he was who Socrates looked up to, right? Socrates looked up to him. The ancient Stoics looked up to him, right? And the story comes from Xenophon, who was a disciple of Socrates, writing this down. And this really illustrates our situation over here, and it's really a metaphor for what we deal with on our journey to self-development and improvement as well. So as the story goes, Hercules is waking up to his power, knowing that he is there for a reason, knowing that he is here to protect against these negative entities that are there out to infect humanity with their low vibration energy, let's just say that, right? So he's like, I have this power, I have this responsibility, but which path should I go down? So he goes out in the desert, he's all alone, and he starts contemplating his path in life, right? Like, how should I go about this now that I'm waking up to my power and my ability to make an impact, right? So as he's in the desert all alone, contemplating which path he should go down, he notices two goddesses in his vicinity, right, in his periphery. He notices that they are approaching him. One of the goddesses is overly made up. She is in revealing clothing. She has a lot of makeup on. You can imagine one of those chicks who's like constantly taking selfies and then constantly looking around who's checking her out as well. So one of the goddesses is like that, right? Overly revealing, overly made up, and just very, very just taking selfies the whole time, right? So imagine that. And then the second goddess is carrying more of a radiant, natural, graceful beauty, right? She's not as revealing, of course, but there is a grace about her in the way that she carries herself. So the first goddess comes walking up to Hercules, and she's like, Hercules, come with me. I'm gonna give you everything that you ever wanted, give you feasts, I'm gonna give you a palace, I'm gonna give you everything. I'm gonna give you pleasure, but you won't have to work for it. You will have no pain in your life. You will have no struggle in your life. All you have to do is follow me, and you will get everything for nothing. Now Hercules asked her, I was like, okay, what's your name? Like, what's going on? She's like, my friends call me eudaimonia, which in English we can translate to as happiness. And that's what she says, right? But what her actual name is Kakaya, which literally means vice. Okay, so then the second goddess comes up, right? And she's like, Hercules, I'm not gonna promise you an easy life. I'm not gonna promise you no pain. I'm gonna say that you will leave a legacy. You will live an incredible life. You will express your power, but it will come through pain. It will come through struggle. It will come through hardship. It will come through going down into the deep valleys, right? And that is what will allow you to express your full potential and fulfill your purpose over here, right? And this goddess's name is Arete, right? Which literally translates as virtue, which literally means like living in alignment with our highest potential on a moment-to-moment basis, right, and on a deeper level. So that is the choice of Hercules, right, to go down the path of all pleasure, no pain, or to go down the path of facing the struggle, of facing the hardship, of facing the difficulties, the obstacles, the challenges that come up. But that is really the path, and that is the question when we're at that crossroads. Which path are we going to choose? Okay, so this metaphor is applicable to all of us, because at the end of the day, society sells us on those hedonic pleasures, right? On getting something for nothing, on feeling good in the moment, on experiencing that pleasure in the moment, which is fleeting, which destroys our well-being, but it feels good in the moment, right? So the hedonic pleasures which society tempts us with versus the eudaimonic virtues, which is sacrificing the present moment for the long-term gain, right? So the point is that when you are on this journey of self-development, of self-improvement, of NoFap, of semen retention, no one said it was easy, right? No one said that it was easy. You are going to have the urges. You're going to have to overcome these urges if you're serious about your development. But it does become simple once you accept how hard it is going to be, okay? And that really is the key. Understanding that this is a path of difficulty, of challenges, of obstacles that are going to come up. You're going to have to face yourself. You're going to have to face your darkness. But that is what makes the journey worthwhile at the end of the day. That is what builds character. That is what allows us to grow. That is what forges us into becoming strong and grounded men, rather than going down the path of trying to get something for nothing, without the challenge, without the obstacle. We've become conditioned to seek that comfortability, right? To seek the familiar. But all that does is keep our lives small, right? I mean, who would Hercules be if he did not have to fight off the Hydra? He did not have to kill off the boar, right? Those are some of his challenges. He went through a lot of hardship, but that is what made him into the hero that he is. And if you are to become the hero of your own life story, then we have to be open to facing those challenges, to diving deep into our own darkness, to facing the obstacles, and to looking at the challenges in our life as gifts that are allowing us to become stronger, more grounded, and allowing us to level up, really, right? Because without the challenge, without the suffering, there's nothing to push up against, and without anything to push up against, there is no growth happening, right? And that is why we have this phenomenon in modern society of affluenza, right? Where people who, I have examples of this in my own life that I can see and learn from as well, where there's people who have everything that the material world can offer, like literally everything, right? The money, the car, the clothes, the anything, right? But yet they are in a very, very low place whereby they're depressed, right? There's depression going on. So that is a choice which we all have to face. And really, we are always at that crossroads. And whether it's NoFap, whether it's semen retention, whatever your goal is, as you are moving towards it, you will experience the hardship, you will experience the obstacle, you will face the challenge. It's not about resisting it, it's about embracing it with an open heart, so that we can allow those challenges to make us stronger, to allow us to fulfill our life's destiny and our role that we came here to play. Okay, so a quick message from me to you today, and I hope you got value from it. Let me know down in the comments below, what is something that you are faced with right now that is a challenge, that is you think is an obstacle right now. Okay, let me know below, and I'll do my best to help you out how we can reframe this in your mind so that you can level up in your development and become the man that you were meant to be. Okay, leave a comment below letting me know what is the #1 challenge you are facing in your life right now. Subscribe if you have not already, like the video if you like it. But with all that being said, I would leave you in the peace and power of the one infinite creator. These eagles, check out these eagles. I don't know if you can see them up here circling up. There's a bunch of them. I think you saw one of them. But either way, okay, I will catch you in the next video. Much love to you. Take care.